Well, we have maybe Chamberlain and Ramsey have a test today, and we'll see if they can be involved. I think there's a good chance that they are back in the squad. And apart from that, of course, we lose Laurent Koscielny. For how much time, I don't know.
West Ham haven't won in their last 6 games, but Andy Carroll's had quite good success against us in the past. What's the key to stopping him?
The best way to keep him quiet is to play in their half. And apart from that, you know that Carroll's strength is protects well the ball, is good in the air, he's very forceful as well with his commitment, and so we'll need to be good to stop the crosses, because once the crosses come in the box, he's always very dangerous against anybody.
You spoke about your side starting the Manchester City game with anxiety. What can you do to ensure that they start with confidence?
Look, confidence is a thing that goes quickly and comes back slowly, and so I would just think that the fact that in the end we didn't lose the game against Man City, that we came back after being 2-1 down, will have, of course, a positive impact on our confidence, and that's for the rest. It is, I feel, believe in what we do on the football pitch.
Morning, Arsene. We've tapped over into April. May I please ask, when are you hoping to be able to make an announcement about your future?
We have answered that question many times.
I ask again because
I can understand that you ask again, but I don't worry, you will get that soon.
We don't live in an ideal world, whatever walk of life you go in. Do you wish you'd be in a position that you could have resolved this matter sooner?
I think I wish just to dedicate my energy to football and to the next game, and leave my own personal case out of the debate, because what is important, I think if I've shown one thing in my 20 years, is that I care about Arsenal and about the next game, and I will continue to do that as long as I'm here.
How much of a problem, from you being able to do your job, has the uncertainty surrounding your future caused you?
Nothing, honestly. I'm professional, and I think when you're professional, you perform in ideal conditions and in non-ideal conditions as well. That's what it is to be professional.
And may I ask a question as well? How does it affect you? How do you cope? How do you have a coping mechanism? You're sitting, you see the stands, you have people who are supporting you, your fans that have adored you for 20 years, people who are fighting for you, people who want you to leave. How do you put that together in your mind? How do you understand?
I think I love to win football games, and I just focus on that, and I live with the values I think are important in life. I work for my club with honesty, integrity, and I am not scared of any. I accept always the judgment of people, and I just focus on what I think is important in the game, and that's it.
Ivan Gazidis, before the City game, spoke at a fans forum and said that this season needs to be a catalyst for change. Can I ask what he meant by that, or how you interpret those comments?
I don't know. There again, I do. The board is responsible for the decision that engage the future, and I focus on the short term. That means the next game against West Ham.
Even beyond taking short term, whether it be medium term or long term, is there a sense of a reinvention of Arsene Wenger?
There's a sense, it's difficult to debate about things that are not so important. What is important is a good football team on the football pitch and play good football. All the rest, it's literature, and we can debate and speak and organize forums. What is important is good football players, and play with the right spirit and the right attitude and the right pride to defend the colours of the club.
Sticking in the short term, to achieve top 4, how would you describe the challenge to achieve that?
It's a good challenge, but I think it's perfectly possible, you know. Suddenly, for 20 years I've done it, you know, and it looked always like it's nothing, and suddenly it becomes important, so I'm quite pleased to realize that people realize that it's not as easy as it looks. And I think if you listen to Guardiola, I said the other day that to achieve a top 4 in England is a trophy because it's so difficult. So of course we have a difficult task in front of us, but I'm happy as well that people realize suddenly that it's not as easy as it looked always.
How does it feel though to be in this position where 10 games for yourselves, but you are adrift of that top 4 position as well? You said the word unique on a number of occasions with different things in mind, but it's a unique situation again.
Yes, you know, I give my best for absolutely every game, and I believe we'll see where we stand after the championship, but overall I think it's possible. But of course we need a strong run. We have many games in April, and we need everybody on board and work like we did against Man City with the support of our fans during the games, and then we have a chance. We play as well the semi-final of the FA Cup, you know, so it's all to go for, and it's a good opportunity to show that we are united and strong.
In terms of, you said on a number of occasions, the most important thing, whether you remain at the club or whether you leave or go into another role, is that Arsenal is first. Again, in a short, medium term, just how important is it that somebody like Alexis Sanchez, his future is sorted out? Because again, there's always speculation about players, but there is particular speculation.
Yes, 1.5 years contract. I don't see what suddenly all that debate is about, you know. And we are professional football people. I don't understand why our job is to perform as long as we are somewhere. To sign a contract is when I sign a contract, I commit until the last day of my contract. And that's what is to be professional. So I do not understand this kind of anxiety 1.5 years before the end of contracts. It's absolutely denying what the professional guy is about.
Arsene, you called the fans on Sunday, the Arsenal fans, sensational. Yet for the first time here, I've driven in to this press conference, so there's a few dissenters out there. How do you marry that, and what is your message to the fans?
I don't marry anything, you know. What I believe. Again, everybody has opinion today, and what is important is that guys who can influence the results stick together and take care of what matters really for them is to win football games.
Could I ask you on another point what you've made of the David Moyes situation, given that you're somebody who sometimes has had his disagreements with the reporters?
I don't know what about what situation.
With David Moyes and the situation regarding the interview that he did a couple of weeks ago, which...
I don't... I have at the moment enough problems. I don't need to interfere in that.
A lot of people were saying after the Chelsea match at the weekend that the title race is back on. Do you believe that?
Yeah, it depends on City tomorrow night at Chelsea, of course, and Chelsea is still in a very comfortable position, but it's still possible that the title race is back on, yes.
Arsene, just on Laurent Koscielny, you say you don't know how long he's going to be out. Are the early signs that it's serious or not? Or?
It is certainly serious, yes, because it's a Achilles problem. If he has ruptured a few fibers of his tendon, it could be a few weeks. If it's just an inflammation, could be maybe available for next week against Crystal Palace. But at the moment, I think he has a scan today, and we'll know much more. Can tell you much more tomorrow.
Is Per Mertesacker available to play?
He's available to play, yeah.
Could he be in the squad tomorrow?
It's possible, yes.
I mean, he's been out for a long time. I know he's an important
He has been out for a long time, but he's available now for a while, you know, for a long time as well. And he worked very hard. Physically, he's ready. He lacks competition, but physically he's ready.
compared to Czech, unavailable for tomorrow, but could be for the weekend.
Czech is unavailable tomorrow, yeah.
But maybe for Monday.
Maybe Monday.
Just want to, obviously you've been asked about the fans outside, but do you feel that Sunday kind of showed that the majority of fans, despite whatever's been written and said, are behind you? Do you still feel that's the case?
Look, I'm not in politics. It's not about majority or minority. But I think just what you want our fans is to stand behind the team and the club, and that's what they did. You know, it's not about. I said many times, it's not about me. What I care about Arsenal, about the club, about what we have achieved and what we want to achieve, and that's what you want to do. And I will support Arsenal when I'll not be here anymore. Exactly the same, you know. And I think what you want the fans is to stand behind the team.
Have you been set a specific target by the board for this season?
No.
Because Ivan was sort of suggesting, you know, about this catalyst for changing all that. I just wondered if you've been told you've got to finish in the top 4.
No, I tell myself to finish as high as possible, you know.
You've got such a great pedigree for doing it, finishing in the top 4 as you say. How important do you think that could be in the run-in, that experience of getting over the line, finishing in the top 4?
The experience will play a part, of course, but I think it is just to stick together and continue to fight like we have shown the same spirit we have shown against City. We'll win football games, you know. We have played 20 games unbeaten this season, and I think it's a good opportunity to remind that we are not fighting not to go down, you know. We are fighting to have a positive end of season, and that's why you want the fans to stand behind the team, and that the debate at the moment is about that, you know. Let's finish as strong as we can and show that we have some resilience, some quality and some mental spirit that we have shown against City.
Last one back.
Just a quick one about West Ham. Obviously they're having a bit of a difficult period too. What do you make of that their situation coming into the game?
Well, overall West Ham has done better away from home than at home. They struggled a bit at home, moving in a new stadium, and they had lost Payet during the season. They had, but the Premier League is difficult, you know. But overall, when you look at they have quality players.